We love hip hop.
And I was watching Academics' newest podcast episode with Charleston White.
Yeah, Rat Williams.
Right? Rat Williams. He changed his name on IG to Rat Williams.
Yo, don't play with that guy, eh?
That guy's so sick.
Watch out.
But he did say something that really sparked some things in my brain. And I said, wow, I have to really ask Dusty about this.
What's up?
Was Eric Holder a real street nigga? Eric Holder, R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. Eric Holder is the man who killed Nipsey. And I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why I asked this question.
Okay.
A real street nigga, and this is what Charleston was saying, a real street nigga, if you call him a snitch, he can either handle it or he gonna kill you. They called him a snitch, and R.I.P. Nipsey, he killed Nipsey.
Yeah.
That's what quote unquote real street niggas who ain't snitches, who stand on their square do.
Yeah.
So technically, as far as for the streets, what the streets is concerned, he did the real street nigga thing to do. It just sucks that he took somebody that we love because we love his music so much. And
no,
everything.
we didn't. Not a lot of people loved Nipsey's music until he died.
That too, but I'm just saying, like we feel it different because
it was nobody
Nipsey.
till somebody killed him.
Right.
Let's be real.
But if Nipsey was just rolling Crip Nipsey, that rolling 50 Nipsey, that
rolling 60s
Nipsey, that just nobody ever heard about ever, and that happened. Man calls the next man a snitch. He comes back and kills him. That would just be a regular story, no? And niggas in the streets would be like, "Yo, Eric Holder, yo, hold him down. You let him, yo, free him."
Possibly not, because he was already a crash test dummy. He was already a crash test dummy. And they've made that clear. Cowboy made that very clear. He was a crash test dummy, and he was using drugs. He was using Sherm.
Well, was he a snitch? Because if he wasn't,
he was already doing what he had to do. Nipsey said to him, "Hey, dog, clear up your name before, you know what I mean, before you come back around here on these sides, because niggas ain't gonna whoop de whoop."
And that's how, and listen, then, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, I know. And then he came, I'm just playing it back for you. Then he came back around the corner, boom, smoked his ass, broad daylight.
That's how I cleared up my name. You called me a snitch, and I ain't having that.
Nah, this is where now a lot of play came into play with, where this is where Charleston will give you the play of, like, maybe not, it was set up a little bit differently. I don't want to get into all this, right? But maybe it was set up a little bit differently. Yeah. Charleston doesn't give you that side of it, right? Because there's no way in hell I tell a man, yo, this and this and this, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even going to tell you personally. If that's going on about you, I'm not the one to tell you.
You're putting a jacket on this guy, bro.
I'm not saying shit to you anyways. But I would for surely get away and not make anybody even see me talking to you. So I wouldn't even let nobody see me even say to you, yo, you
clean that up.
Yeah. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. What he did was let the person know that whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop is about to fucking go down. And then he was like, oh yeah? Hell no. Went back around the corner. Again, boom, smoked your ass in broad daylight. That was to send back the message to whoever, or that was to be like, that was the setup. That was the setup. That was the person who already paid him to go there, knowing that he would have said that, and then boom, there's the reason to smoke your ass anyways.
So what you're saying here, you believe that there's a conspiracy that
there's a little bit
there
can be a little bit of that, because you got to remember, he was working with Dr. Sebi. He was working with a lot of people that were going to help deal with certain things in his community.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And especially for black people in America with Dr. Sebi's health and dieting.
Yeah.
Right? So you got to see that in that perspective. Like, why wouldn't maybe a gang leader or the Whitem send there's still a decoy crash test dummy to come through and smoke his ass in broad daylight?
Now let's take the conspiracy out of it.
Okay, take it out.
And have just two niggas in South Central having their back and forth. Not even South Central. We could bring it to Toronto. You bump into a nigga in the food spot and you say, and you heard that nigga might have told on somebody. You don't have no paperwork for real, but you heard
not saying nothing.
That this nigga's been out here talking.
That see?
When you tell him, yo fam, yo, you out here snitching in these streets.
I wouldn't know.
As the man who's now accepting these words, and let's say you feel like, one, you didn't, or you did, and you're like, yo, I ain't trying to have niggas fucking put no jacket on me, though. What usually happens? The nigga comes back and he smokes that nigga, or he has some kind of beef for him. Like, you called me a snitch? Yeah? Watch when I see you.
See, now, this is a little bit different. A lot of people call people these things over the internet nowadays. And a lot of people call these things through fake accounts, right? A lot of people, if that is going on, it's internally in their amongst their people. So if you do end up gone, that's because of that situation.
Yeah.
So I highly doubt when people are seeing you in a food spot, they're even going to tell you about your actions and what's going on the road. They're either just going to deal with the mata, or they're going to walk away from you.
Yeah. And if they do, that means they don't respect you and they don't give a fuck about you, and you ain't going to do nothing to them anyway. But you will.
That's a risk you got to take, because I'm being real. A snitch can still kill you.
Yeah. If you call me that just in front of my face, you must think I'm a punk.
Well, it's not to say you're a punk. It's just to say that they think they think they have the right to say anything to you because of the allegations that's against you, which means, yes, you are a punk to them. But now it's like what Pac said before. The same nigga you used to punk from way back. Knew he was strapped with Max. Knew he don't play that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because now I don't listen.
So
I'm not defending Eric Holder. I'm not saying that Eric Holder, like, you know, I love Nipsey's music. I'm one of the people who loved his music before he died.
Okay,
right. But as far as real street nigga rules, he did what he was supposed to do.
No, yeah, but those are real street nigga rules.
Nigga call you a snitch. You was trying to stand on it, so you go and defend it.
Yeah, but see, now this is where Nipsey, you could tell he wasn't all the way fully through 60. You know what I mean? He's a 60 rapper. He wasn't a driller. He wasn't a stepper. Well, let's be real. No. He wasn't no stepper. Go check the facts. He's a rapper. You got rappers in the 60s in their cliques, and then you got steppers, and then you got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got categories for niggas. So he's just a rapper. Let's just be real.
There's levels to this shit.
There's levels to this shit. You ain't supposed to be affiliating your ass in no motherfucking stepper beef. These are stepper problems.
So he shouldn't have said nothing to
He should have said nothing. He would have still been living to this day.
I feel fucked up even saying it.
No, it's just real.
But he shouldn't have said nothing to him.
I wouldn't have said nothing to him. What am I? I'm a rapper, dog. What am I saying anything to this stepper?
Who cares if you're a rap? I'm a rapper right now. Like, let my other niggas who are still in the street call you that.
Bro.
Like, you can come buy whatever you want in my store. I'd sell clothes. I'm not in the street.
Exactly. But like I said, so you think really we would have still seen a Dr. Sebi movie if a documentary?
No.
Exactly. So maybe this is the way it was supposed to go anyways.
I feel like even if Nipsey was alive, we still wouldn't have seen that documentary.
We still wouldn't have seen the Dr. Sebi documentary. Why not?
It would have been something that
you got to remember. This was the first time when he got what was it called? What was the album?
Victory Lap.
Victory Lap. Okay, when that dropped, right? You got to remember that's the first time he's ever even been nominated.
After he died.
No, he was nominated before he died.
Was he?
For Victory Lap. Yes, he was. And then that's the thing. The only thing about him is that he was not gonna be rapping anymore after that. He sold his album for $100.
Yeah, but
he had little things to him.
This new album was the first album that he had on his record deal. He finally signed a deal after being independent for super long.
Yeah.
And he was going to be the next. He was going to be a big rapper. Right? Like,
yes, I believe that.
He had Kendrick Lamar on that album. Dog.
I believe that, but I'm just saying, like, he was very, very smart, dog. He had more of a business aspect to him, dog.
Yeah.
And he had more of a caring aspect to him where he wanted to see things like growth of the health in the black communities and stuff like that. So you got to see where if rap didn't work for him if he was still alive up to 2023, I don't think it would be rap for him. It would have been something where he would have had the shirts, He would have had the clothing line, and then he would have had a couple rappers still doing their thing, but he would have had he would have been dealing with the health issues and stuff like that in the black community. I think that's what he was really into.
I think he would have dropped some movies and stuff too. Maybe the Dr. Sebi movie.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, like when he was already like you said, he only got most of his popularity after he died.
Yes.
Right? So even while he was alive, as far as like to that Dr. Sebi movie, it seemed like, you know, for us in our world that Nipsey, he had a lot of power, and he did. But I don't think he had enough power to be able to bring that movie around even if he was alive. Well, because he got most of his popularity after he died, unfortunately.
Well, they were just already trying to say that was the reason why Eric Holder was sent on him, because of Big U.
Yeah, I feel
see, and I don't even want to really call my man's names and shit, because I don't do that.
Yeah,
but like at the end of the day, like, okay, this is all public shit, right? So, but I'm just saying, like, Eric Holder was already a crash test.
Yeah,
and that's documented on paper that he was already a crash test. He been a crash test for them in the hood. That nigga been going to jail since the age of 2.
Yeah.
And got psychological issues. So they sent a psychopath on him. So it's just like, okay, he has mental issues, right? They know he has mental issues. He's probably that, you know, I've grown up with a couple guys that have mental issues and still could dress like their mothers, and people still gave them clothes so they can still, you know, maintain and look apart, right?
They're
so
still functioning.
Yeah, they're functioning. Now, he seems to me as a functioning. So how would I now get this guy? I can make more if they were thinking on like, okay, let's get a legend. Let's get some money to the hood. This nigga ain't giving us no more money in the hood, right? Boom, boom, boom. Now he put a place in the hood. Now he's trying to bring the police to the hood. All this. All right, yo, that's how we get this nigga out of here. You know what I mean? Now, Eric Holder seen something probably, did something probably, whatever. Yeah. Knowing that he's kind of the crash test dummy in the hood. They knew what they can do with him. Yeah. He's exposable, bro. He's like the most exposable guy. So they're just like, he's already done. He's been in jail since he's 2. He got psychological problems. He'll beat that.
Yeah.
He'll do about 8 years and he'll be out.
We love hip hop.